Shabbat Shalom to all of our friends on YouTube. Cantor is preparing to project our service on the screen so that everyone can follow along this evening.
Oh, we're ready for that already.
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll begin with our opening song.
All right. Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai. Oh, Odei Avinu Chai, oh, Odei Avinu Chai, oh. Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai.
Welcome to everyone who is with us tonight by Zoom and by YouTube. We continue to pray for health and well-being for you and your families. This Shabbat, we are continuing our celebration of the holiday Shavuot, which began last night. It is our custom at Beth Chaim to confirm our 10th graders on this festival that commemorates the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. Tonight, it is my privilege to present Liam Babbitts and JJ Conklin as our confirmands of 5780. In honor of this special occasion, the Klein, Conklin, and Babbitts families will help lead our candle lighting and kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Now we raise our glasses with our symbol of joy as we usher in this Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kadsho, b'ahava uvratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'charta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim. As we continue with our service, if you would like to see more faces, simply set your screen to gallery view, and we will continue with Lecha Dodi, rejoicing as we welcome the Sabbath bride.
Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור ודיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, ושמו תפארת בלי תילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
I invite you to type in the chat box or turn to your neighbor or type into your phone and text a friend. Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah, now we're not muted.
You can also unmute and greet everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
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 No, mute.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom and Chag Sameach.
Shabbat shalom.
For Creation by Alden Solovey. Author of life, architect of creation, artist of earth, your works declare your holy name. Mighty rivers, turbulent seas, towering mountains, rolling hills, vast spaces of brilliance and grandeur. You created palette and paint, color and hue, shape and form, abundant and beautiful, glorious and majestic, full of mystery and wonder. Blessed are you. With divine love, you created a world of splendor.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו קומנו, נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, נגה יומם ולילה. באהבתך תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. 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 שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. לה 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 ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. לה 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 והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. לה 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 ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. לה 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 בזמן תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Who is like you by Alden Solovey. Who is like you, God of mystery and majesty, distant and present, thundering and quiet, the beginning and the end, the atom and the cosmos, the darkness and the light, the one and the all, pillar and foundation, artist of sea and sky, author of the miraculous and the mundane, source of life, blessing and sustaining creation. Who is like you, glorious in holiness, to whom we praise, to whom we give thanks, the God who redeemed us from Egypt, the God who parted the sea, the God to whom Miriam and Moses led us in song.
Sometimes I lay under the moon, thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more, there'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Ashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'Hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. Ashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'Hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Hi, everyone. There's been a couple people texting me about confusion and not seeing the words to the service when you're in speaker view. If you move your cursor to the top of your screen, you'll see a tab called Viewer Options. If you click on the down arrow and then choose side by side, you'll be able to see both the speaker and the screens. Thank you.
Let Torah by Alden Solovey. Let Torah hold your moments, carry your days, lift your years. Let Torah fill your hands, nourish your breath, refresh your heart. Let Torah sustain your words, enliven your deeds, lead you home. For Torah is in each life and each generation, in the yearning for God and in God's yearning for us. The flow of secrets from Sinai, divine guidance and grace, calling out to you, dear sisters and brothers. Awake, you slumberers. Awake, you who wander empty and lonely without wonder and awe. Have you forgotten this precious gift? Have you forsaken your past and your future? Have you traded your birthright for empty promises? This then is God's command. Let Torah hold you, fill you, sustain you. Let Torah guide you into radiance and mystery. Study and learn, question and seek, hear and grow, lifting your life in sacred service. Let Torah be your breath and your heartbeat. Blessed are you, source of Torah.
יגיד תהילתך, יגיד תהילתך. Na 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 Adonai, na 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 שפתי תיתה, na 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 ופי יגיד, ופי יגיד תהילתך, ופי יגיד תהילתך. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, וחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש, בשמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
We now turn to a moment of gratitude where we want to share blessings with each other, with our community, things that we're thankful for, and we'll come together to say thank you to the source of all of our blessings. So I invite you to type in the chat box blessings you would like to share with us, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations. We know we have a lot going on. Definitely we want to celebrate our confirmands. And so we are grateful that they have reached this special time and occasion. We're grateful for health, grateful for good food, which I know we were talking about as we were waiting to come on for the service. Finally done with the semester. Mazel tov, Brianna.
Thank
All
you.
right. Oh, Mazel tov, Janet, on your brand new grandson, only 3 days old, and I hope healthy and well. Our loved ones are celebrating birthdays. Oh, happy birthday, Harvey. All right. So much mazel to share. Oh, we had a birthday drive-by today. I know some of us got to see family members we hadn't seen in quite some time. To have a roof over our heads, especially at this time of pandemic and our continued sheltering in place. Happy birthday, Cindy. Grateful for the weather. It didn't rain today as the forecast had anticipated. Getting outside. Testing negative for the virus. Wonderful. And so, Cantor, if you'll help us say thank you with these 3 words in Hebrew. Modim anachnu lach.
modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon bechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon לכל השלום, שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. בטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה, בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסים בעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסים בעולם. חסים לעולם, חסים לעולם.
We now take a few moments to sit in silence, to notice the breath within our lungs, the beating of our hearts, and the prayers that we wish to share.
לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי
Our thoughts now turn to those in our lives in need of healing. And each week we may notice that our list is growing longer. And so if you are keeping someone in your prayers this Shabbat who is in need of healing of the body, or healing of the heart, or healing of the mind, or healing of the soul, please type in our chat box so we can honor those loved ones with you, so we can lift up our voices in prayer together as we send our wishes for health and healing and recovery out into the world, which is in such need of healing. And in addition to the names in the chat box, Congregation Beth Chaim is remembering these loved ones: Rhoda Schwartz, Arlene Grable, Teddy Molaski, Nathan Hecker, Claire Meyer, William Jackie Sola, Steve Bizanoff, Miriam Berman, Ginny Gittleman, Matt Nelson, Betty Abramowitz, Tiffany White, Claire Munkachi, Eileen Applebaum, Bob Gast, Chaim Ben Esther, Carl Pierce, Megan Mosley, Elaine Berkowitz, Edna Silberman, Barbara Gladstone, Batcha Rivka Batega, Rosalie Krieger, and Toby Arias. For all those and many more, we sing this Mishaberach, this prayer for healing.
Mishaberach avotenu b'kol habracha l'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mikol habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Confirmation is one of the youngest Jewish life cycle ceremonies. Around only 200 years old, this ritual began in Germany among early Reform Jews. It was originally intended to replace B'nai Mitzvah, but instead it has become an opportunity to build on the B'nai Mitzvah experience. In Jewish tradition, you take on all the adult responsibilities of Judaism when you turn 12 or 13, but much maturation takes place in the next few years. Confirmation became a milestone moment for 16-year-olds who were able to think more deeply and speak more clearly about who they are and who they want to be. Unlike B'nai Mitzvah, which focuses on the individual student, confirmation was designed to be a group event. Before anyone could conceive of young women becoming B'not Mitzvah, confirmation became a co-ed experience, affirming the egalitarian values of Reform Judaism. Confirmation was linked to the holiday of Shavuot, the festival of the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai, which we ushered in last night. It is a powerful statement for our youth, the future of our community, to stand before their congregation and affirm their faith in Judaism and commit to transmitting Torah. Tonight, we are honored to celebrate the confirmation of Liam Babbitts and J.J. Conklin. Each confirmand has studied the 10 Commandments, the central sacred text of Shavuot, and each has selected one commandment to read and teach this evening. Each confirmand grappled with our tradition in a way they could not have done just a few years ago. JJ and Liam, we wish that you could have stood on the same bima where you became B'nai Mitzvah. We wish that you had held the Torah scroll in your arms tonight. However, we are grateful for the technology of Zoom that has enabled us to hold confirmation during a pandemic. We pray that you see yourselves as taking the Torah in order to pass it on to the next generation of Jews. We hope that you know how proud Congregation Beth Chaim is of you. Cantor Binder and I are leading tonight's service as we have been doing so these past Friday nights. But Rabbi Brian Beal and our Director of Lifelong Education, Ann Berman-Waldorf, have had the pleasure of teaching and guiding you as well. I speak for all of us when I say Mazel Tov. Now we look forward to learning from you.
Do
Yeah,
this.
mute yourself.
I have. Look at that. Our internet connection's unstable. Lovely. Hi. Let's get onto it. Yeah. Lo tisa et Shem Adonai alachacha l'shav. Kulo unecha Adonai et asher yisa et shemo l'shav. You shall not misuse the name of the Eternal your God, for the Eternal will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses the divine name. Doing something in the name of God is a righteous act, except for when it isn't. History is littered with inhumane action done in the name of righteousness, the Crusades being a good example. But omnipotent beings are hard to lead. The truth is, it's almost impossible to know exactly what God wants done at any one time. And any attempt is a grotesque guessing game with possibly dire consequences. I believe that the commandment is a warning against playing such a game, especially when there are human lives at risk. It can also serve to safeguard the reputation of the community. It can be rather easy to project anger on the community as a whole for the actions of an individual. This commandment is still important in our day-to-day lives, though. In fact, in the information age, it's more important than ever. It can be extremely easy to harm groups and individuals online. And worse, you can do it with little to no consequences. All it takes is one tweet to damage a community and empower those who want to hate. The words people use matter, and if we aren't careful, even attention is good. Horrible events can and will arise.
You okay? Lo tirtzach. You shall not murder. The sixth commandment is surprisingly similar to the laws regarding murder in modern day society. The commandment seems fairly straightforward at first glance, simply saying that you should not murder anybody. But what exactly does that mean? What constitutes murder is never blatantly defined in the Torah. Is killing someone in a war or battle okay? Is killing someone out of revenge acceptable? Is executing people on death row allowed? Without a clear definition of murder, much room is given for a wide variety of interpretations. Some may view murder as an act of taking life with conscious knowledge of one's actions, while another may view murder as taking a life without any good moral justification. One verse in the book of Genesis may help us. Whoever sheds the blood of humans, by humans shall their blood be shed. This means that execution is the punishment for murder. Then, in the book of Numbers, it is said that execution is only used when the killer used a deadly instrument and or had animosity towards the victim. This means that something is only considered to be murder when the killer had some sort of deadly object or the killer had a violent hatred for the victim. It is also worth mentioning that killing in self-defense or lawful defense of another is not considered murder. Someone dying as a result of one's negligence is murder, but execution is not necessary as a punishment, however it is still an option. Also, accidentally killing somebody when the intent was to injure them is considered murder. It can be interpreted that killing in a war or battle is not considered murder because it is killing to protect others. While the classifications for murder are not stated or clear at first, they are clarified later on in Jewish tradition. Interestingly, the laws and rules for what is considered murder in Judaism have parallels in the laws and penalties for murder in modern society. In the United States, murder is considered to be the unlawful killing of a human being with malice aforethought. This is very similar to the Jewish definition of murder, which states that something is only murder if the killer had a weapon or violent hatred towards the victim. I do not think that these similarities are coincidental. There is a fairly high chance that the moral teachings from the Torah, such as the rules about murder, became laws in societies based on Judeo-Christian values, such as America. The fact that a Jewish commandment has so much relevance that it influences societal laws and rules clearly shows the importance of these teachings and how it has affected modern life. If something like a commandment helps shape modern laws, then who's to say that any number of the other countless bits of information contained in the Old Testament are useless? Ancient Jewish laws, while a fair amount of them do not seem to have relevance today, have helped to shape the laws and morals of subsequent societies. The teachings and stories may seem old and outdated, but there is always something that one can learn from them. This is why it's important for people to take the Torah seriously, not literally. By looking at the text the way one would look at a fairy tale, one can search for the meaning and the relevance behind something instead of worrying about if it actually makes any literal sense. The fact that the Sixth Commandment has had such an influence on modern laws, with the similarities in definitions of and penalties for murder, shows how important religious texts and teachings are, and that Torah can have present-day applications.
The Haftarah portion for the holiday of Shavuot is the Book of Ruth. This is an apt text for confirmation because it describes how one woman from a different background chose to throw her lot in with the Jewish people. When her husband died, Ruth could have returned to her homeland, her ethnic group, her religious tradition. Instead, she committed herself to a life of obligation to the single God of Israel. Ruth has become an icon for Jews by choice as well as confirmands. All who actively choose Judaism can see themselves in her story. Liam will now share selections from the first chapter of the Book of Ruth.
In the days when the chieftains ruled, there was a famine in the land, and a man of Bethlehem in Judah, with his wife and 2 sons, went to reside in the country of Moab. The man's name is Elimelech, and his wife's name is Naomi, and his 2 sons named Malon and Kilian, Ephrathites of Bethlehem in Judah. They came to the country of Moab and remained there. Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. They married Moabite women, one named Orpah and the other Ruth, and they lived there about 10 years. Then those 2, Malon and Kilian, also died. So the woman was left without her 2 sons and without her husband. Accompanied by her 2 daughters-in-law, she left the place where she had been living, and they set out on the road back to the land of Judah. But Naomi said to her 2 daughters-in-law, "Turn back, each of you, to her mother's house. May Adonai deal kindly with you, as you have dealt with the dead and with me. Turn back, my daughters. Why should you go with me? Have I any more sons, my body, who might be husbands for you? Turn back, my daughters, for I am too old to be married." But Ruth replied, "Do not urge me to leave you, to turn back and not follow you. For wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Your people should be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. Thus and more may Adonai do to me if anything but death parts me from you."
Liam, my earliest memory of you is my first year at Beth Chaim when you were in 5th grade. On Wednesday afternoons, you and your best friend used to sit near the front of the sanctuary. And when Cantor Binder led everyone in one particular tune of Oseh Shalom, you would dance a jig. I never asked if you created that dance or continued a tradition that started before you, but you should know that students today do that same exact dance. And every time I see it, I think of you. Liam, for someone who does not often say much, you have a lot to say. I have learned this by studying with you in religious school and by working with you toward your confirmation. It was particularly inspiring to see your writing explode as you wrestled with your commandment. That said, I know that you have experienced frustration along your Jewish journey. I've heard your disappointment when you continued to attend religious school when many of your friends did not. But I hope that you are proud of what you have accomplished. Week after week, year after year, you have participated in something bigger than yourself. You have demonstrated your family's commitment to Beth Chaim and to Jewish learning and living. And because not everyone can say the same, it is a very special thing. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
We can turn back now. JJ, you came to Beth Chaim a little later than some other students, but I am incredibly grateful to your neighbor who gifted your family a year of membership. Because as soon as you arrived, you made this synagogue your own. Your laid-back demeanor and interest in talking to everyone you meet makes you easy to get along with. This has led you to connect with students who are in different grades than you are, making you an ideal leader for Bikti, our Temple Youth Group. You are thoughtful and love to learn, even attending adult Torah study on some Saturday mornings. You have also been a Shabbat regular. There was the time that if I didn't see you at Friday night services, I would ask your mom if everything was okay. And if memory serves, usually it was a broken ankle that kept you at home. JJ, I know that Hebrew has never come easily to you and that you thrive in person instead of through Zoom. But I hope that you are proud of what you have accomplished. You have achieved everything that has been asked of you. You have continued your Jewish education in both formal and informal ways. You have given back to your community by volunteering at Beth Chaim. And you have reached this special time and occasion without crutches even. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
And now, Liam and JJ, I ask you to share the words of Edmund Flagg, affirming several reasons that you are a Jew.
I am a Jew because my faith demands of me no abdication of the mind.
I am a Jew because my faith requires of me all the devotion of my heart.
I am a Jew because in every place where suffering weeps, I weep.
I am a Jew because at every time despair cries out, I hope.
I am a Jew because the word of the people of Israel is the oldest and the newest.
I am a Jew because the promise of Israel is the universal promise.
I am a Jew because for Israel, the world is not completed, and we are completing it.
I am a Jew because for Israel, humanity is not created. We are creating it.
I am a Jew because Israel places humanity and its unity above the nations and above Israel itself.
I am a Jew because above humanity, image of the divine unity, Israel places the unity, which is divine.
And now, JJ, your mother Jane has some words of blessing on behalf of both of your parents, she and David.
Good evening. JJ, few people know that JJ stands for John Jacob. And now everyone here knows. Your great-grandfather, John, was a special man in your father's life. He was a talented musician that played the trombone and was a kind-hearted man that always helped others. Your great-grandfather, Jacob, was also very special. Your Savta Rhoda gets a special glint in her eye to this day every time she mentions her father. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I do.
You do. He was a very amazing teacher and musician as well. And to honor his Jewish heritage, every year he played Kol Nidre for his temple on the violin or the viola. It's no wonder we named you after these well-loved patriarchs of our family instead of the elusive Mr. Jingleheimer Schmidt. You knew I had to throw that in somewhere.
I guess so.
When you were born, our biggest and most important hopes and dreams we were very simple. We just wanted you to be happy and healthy.
That fails.
So far it was working out great, except for, if we ignore the multiple broken ankles you've managed to rack up over the last few years. I think we were on 8 the last I saw, something like that. Okay, now that you're 16, and 16 years have passed, it seems like it was a quick blink in the eye. With our hopes and dreams, they've obviously expanded to your future as we watch the amazing transition that you're going from the inquisitive child to a thriving and independent or semi-independent adult. Your quest for knowledge is insatiable, whether it be reading a national road building manual to gather information on the length of the dashed passing lines in the road, some esoteric mathematical proof you're working on solving, a new chess opening, or just reading from your dictionary. You've inherited your love of music from your namesakes, which we think they both would have been very proud to know. You've expressed an interest in making sure your career includes lifelong learning. As you continue the journey of your life, no matter what road you end up taking as an adult, we hope and dream you will still continue to be happy and healthy as always. We hope and dream you will still continue to be inquisitive and always learning, including your studies on Judaism, the Torah, and the Talmud. We hope and dream you will be proud of both your musical and Jewish heritage. We hope and dream you will be courageous when life is hard and throws you curveballs. We hope and dream you will be fearless in the face of adversity when it comes your way. And we hope and dream you will become the best mensch that we know you can be. Because JJ, you are one of the most amazing blessings to our family, and we want you to feel just as blessed as we do. Thank you.
Yes.
Amen. Amen. And now, Liam, your parents, Leah and Scott, have some words of blessing that they would like to share with you.
Let's see if we can get all this in here. All right, Mr. Liam, I want to first tell you shouldn't worry because this is not going to be as long as the speech that your mom and I made at your bar mitzvah 2.25 years ago, though I'm sure anything I say you will find too long. So to help me think about what to say, I started by rereading what we said to you at your bar mitzvah. And as we told you back then, you continue to like to do things your own way. You freely express your opinions, sometimes too freely, and you continue to do well and show interest in school and learning new things. Over the past few years, one of the biggest changes we have seen on your path to adulthood is the way that you will question and critically think about the information that you'll hear. As you've probably heard me say many times, I consider a lot of the quote unquote news available on popular parts of the internet to be complete garbage and are highly opinionated. And I'm very impressed by your focus on facts versus opinions, doing a reality check on new things that you hear, and not willing to believe something from only one source of information. We encourage you to keep it up, especially as we consider all of these qualities important for growing up Jewish. Here in central New Jersey, I kind of think that we live in a bit of a bubble that has a very high population of Jews and a strong emphasis against any kind of perceived bullying in public schools. This is not going to be true of most of the places you may go in this country or in the world. Wherever your future in college and beyond will bring you to, you unfortunately are likely to encounter people that do believe opinionated garbage and are not shy about expressing it. Some of it about Jews and some of it not so nice. If you face such situations in the future, remember that you know who you are and who you are not. You know how to focus on facts over rumors and mistruths, and it is always better to stay calm and know that while you may encounter mean-spirited, misguided people in life, they are a small minority of the population, no matter how loud their voices are. So as your mom and I said a few years ago, we are still proud of you and what we see you accomplishing in the years to come. So, congratulations.
And now we ask that both of our confirmands' parents share in the following blessing.
Dear God, teach me to embody those ideals I would want my children to learn from me.
Let me communicate with my children wisely in ways that will draw their hearts to kindness, to decency, and to true wisdom.
Dear God, let me pass on to my children only the good. Let them find in me the values and the behavior I hope to see in them.
Eternal God, we thank you for the blessing of this moment.
May all of our children enjoy health, contentment,
love, and peace all the days of their lives.
Amen.
Amen.
JJ and Liam, Rabbi already gave voice to the fact that it wasn't easy for the two of you to get here where you are today. And I'd kind of like to put a name to that, because I think in addition to teaching us Torah this evening, you've also taught us all quite a bit about tenacity. When so many of your friends did not stay in class to continue through confirmation, the two of you decided that it was important and you stayed. And that alone is a big accomplishment, getting all the way to here. And then, you know, we throw in COVID-19 and doing all of this virtually, and even celebrating your confirmation in this virtual format. This is really amazing. I'm really so proud of both of you for continuing all the way through and for arriving here tonight. We have a blessing that speaks to arrivals, a blessing that thanks God for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for bringing us to this important moment. So I'll ask everyone to join me in Shehechianu in your honor. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu b'zman hazeh Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech מלך העולם, שהחיינו וטימנו והגיענו בזמן הזה. Semen tov u'mazel tov, mazel tov v'semen tov, semen tov u'mazel tov, mazel tov v'semen tov, semen tov u'mazel tov, mazel tov v'semen tov. Yehi lanu, yehi lanu, yehi lanu, u'lechol Yisrael. Yehi lanu, u'lechol Yisrael. Yehi lanu, ולכל ישראל, יהי לנו ולכל ישראל.
Liam and JJ, the future is yours. It is in your hands. And our next prayer reminds us to partner with God as we work toward building a better and brighter future.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגבהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
This morning we held a Yizkor service, a memorial service, as we do on all of the 3 pilgrimage festivals, Sukkot, Pesach, and Shavuot, as well as on Yom Kippur. And every week we also remember those who have come before us, whom we miss, whom we remember, who we carry in our hearts. If you are remembering someone this Shabbat, I invite you to type their name or names into the chat box as we share the names of those members of our community are remembering this Shabbat. Several who we have lost in the last 30 days, whose loved ones are in the mourning period of Shloshim. Judith Shirek, aunt of Jennifer Fekete Donners, Robert Griffiths, father of Robin Resnick, Sylvia Raffleson, great aunt of Doug Molin, Louis Eisenberg, father of Carol Sonator, Miriam Lichter, mother of Glenn Newman, Mildred Taxler, mother of Stephen Taxler, Simon Babbitt, and the yard sites that we remember this week, those who were taken from us around this time in years past. Simon Babbitts, Sarah Becker, Donald Becker, William Lewis Bloomberg, Beatrice Chernev, Maddie Lippitz, Shirley Cheresnick, Herman Unger, Carlisle Eder, Doreen Eisenberg, Jacob Branislav, Eva Green, Elliot Greenberg, Lillian Messeloff, Bernice Kahn, Rose Cram, William Okrent, Harold Lehner, Sanford Lehrfeld, Beverly Medoff, Francine Lichtman, Sally Fruminski, Harvey Milstein, Debbie Drazen, Isidore Bierbaum, Jean Schwartz, Barbara Goldfarb, Belle Berman, Charles Wendroff, Harry Turetsky, Philip Fogel, Sylvia Bakerman, Irving Lieb, Sam Kogan, Gerald Catcher, Gilbert Araton, Joseph Stone, Martin Wugan. And we also remember all those whose lives have been lost to COVID-19, more than 100,000 in America to date. And so we join together in the words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gedal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Bialma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'almei almaya. Yit barach v'yish tabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh. V'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Da amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom mimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. And now we'll hear from Neil Fetter.
Mazel tov to our confirmands, J.J. Conklin and Liam Babbitts. We wish you much luck in the next chapter of your Jewish journey. Tomorrow morning at 8:45 is Torah study. At 7:30 tomorrow night, we will say goodbye to Shabbat with Havdalah. Sunday morning is our congregational annual meeting. We hope that you will tune in at 9 a.m. for music, reflections from our religious school students, and the state of our congregation from our lay leaders and clergy. Then on Sunday afternoon at 2, join the sisterhood to learn how to bake rugelach. And next Friday night, we look forward to installing our new board members and thanking all those who are coming off the board. Please note, that service will begin at 8 p.m. Visit our website, bethchaim.org, for more details about upcoming events. Last but not least, we are grateful to the more than 100 families who have given generously to the Sustain Beth Chaim campaign. Whether you are a current member, a returning family, or a most welcome guest, and you have not yet had an opportunity to participate, please go to bethchaim.org if you are able to support our sacred community. And if you are not yet a member, we would love to connect with you. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Neil. One added, we're just, oh, fantastic. All right. One added announcement. There is a Zoom update. If you have not yet updated your Zoom, it will force you to do so over the next 2 days. If you plan on joining us for Torah study tomorrow morning or the congregational meeting on Sunday, I recommend you give a few extra minutes to get on Zoom because if you have not yet updated, it will prompt you to do so and will not let you on until you have. So just be patient. Zoom is trying to work out kinks, and hopefully once everyone has the update, the technology will be even better. And now we turn to our closing song, praising God, asking that all living beings with breath use that breath to praise the source of life.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kol hanshama te'aleluya, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol hanshama te'aleluya, hallelujah, 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 הללו, 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 כל הנשמה תהללויה, הללויה, כל הנשמה תהללויה, הללו, הללויה, הללו, 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 hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Tonight, our closing benediction is in honor of our confirmands. We will share with you a blessing that has been passed down from generation to generation for thousands of years, a blessing that actually originates in this week's Torah portion, Parashat Naso. And so with these holy words, we send our blessing to the two of you, to your families, and we are so grateful that this community is blessed by you. Ready, Cantor.
Okay. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'choneka.
May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May you always feel that God's presence is near, and may God bless you with the greatest gift of all, the gift of peace.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Congratulations.
Shabbat shalom.
Congratulations.
Mazel tov.
Deal, I'm gonna make you my screensaver.
Bye-bye, everybody.
See everyone in Torah study.
Stay healthy.
Bye, everyone. Shabbat shalom.
Have a great weekend.
Mazel tov, JJ and Liam.
Nice job. Nice seeing everybody.
Mazel tov, guys. That was wonderful. And your families. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Yeah.
Ready?
And mazel tov, guys.
Very good. See you soon.
Shabbat shalom.
Mazel tov, guys. Great job.
Shalom.
Kitties. Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much for taking me on this journey, guys. I appreciate it.
Our honor and pleasure.
Thank you for walking with us, JJ.
You guys will always be Beth Chaim's first Zoom confirmation.
And you did us proud.
Ever.
It's in a virtual world, but it's still real.
Your picture will jump off the wall.
All right. Good night, everyone. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Mazel